Although considered a benign disease, gastroenteritis is one of the most common illnesses affecting humans. It has been defined as the inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract which involves stomach and the small intestine. The spectrum of causative agents differs in developed and developing countries. The most common of them affecting children are norovirus. It is very contagious and spreads very easily. It can infect people of all ages. Rotavirus. It is the most common cause of diarrheal disease among infants and toddlers, highly contagious and most commonly occurs in winter months. Other viruses which are less severe includes astroviruses and adenoviruses. Common examples of bacteria causing gastroenteritis include E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, Salmonella, Campylobacter, and few others. Among parasites, Giardia is the common cause of gastroenteritis. Gastroenteritis is a common cause of morbidity and mortality in infants and children. In the developing world, children less than 2 years of age frequently get 6 or more infections a year. About 3 to 5 billion episodes occur worldwide each year in developing countries. In developed countries, gastroenteritis consequences are not so severe. Gastroenteritis is very contagious as already mentioned and spreads particularly and easily from child to child. Transmission occurs through fecal-oral route, by eating contaminated food item, by drinking unpasteurized milk or juice, and through contaminated water. A child suffering with gastroenteritis may present with 3 or more loose and watery stools a day. Diarrhea usually lasts for 5 to 7 days, but in most cases it stops within 2 weeks. Vomiting usually lasts for only 1 to 2 days, but in some cases it will stop within 3 days. The child may present with abdominal cramps, fever, and poor appetite. The severity can range from a mild tummy upset for a day or two with some mild diarrhea to severe diarrhea and being sick for several days or longer. Gastroenteritis is a clinical diagnosis determined by history and physical examination. Generally, routine laboratory testing or stool pathogen testing is not required, but stool cultures are obtained in patients who are immunocompromised or if the diagnosis of simple gastroenteritis is in doubt. If gastroenteritis and dehydration are recognized and treated promptly and appropriately, the prognosis of diarrhea is good. Fluid therapy is crucial, easy, and inexpensive. The major goal is to restore hydration and prevent dehydration, which can be achieved with oral rehydration solution. Severe or critical cases of gastroenteritis requires hospitalization. Probiotics may act as a supplement to rehydration therapy. Few studies have shown that it reduced the duration of diarrhea by approximately 1 day. Let's talk about probiotics. What are probiotics? Probiotics are live microorganisms that may be able to help prevent and treat some illnesses. It was discovered by Elie Meshnikov in the early 20th century. He believed that health could be enhanced by manipulating the intestinal microbiome with host-friendly bacteria. Since then, research has continued to support the findings along with suggesting even more benefits. As per August 2020 update, European Society for Pediatric Gastroenterology, Hepatology and Nutrition Working Group on Probiotics and Prebiotics have outlined the name of certain microorganisms which can be used as probiotics, like Saccharomyces boulardii, Lactobacillus rhamnosus GG, Lactobacillus reuteri, and Lactobacillus helveticus. How do these probiotics work? Our bowels host an estimated 100 trillion microorganisms from more than 500 different species according to Harvard Medical School. Sometimes illness or stress can change the bacterial balance and create digestive and other problems. Probiotics work by changing the composition of our gut bacteria or the metabolic activity of the existing bacteria. It crowds out the bad in our intestine and prevents the bad bacteria from multiplying and causing infection. Good bacteria may also produce enzymes or proteins that inhibit or even kill harmful bacteria. What are the health benefits of using probiotics? Probiotics help in digesting food that our bodies cannot break down efficiently. It helps in increasing the body's metabolism by extracting more energy from the nutrients in food. It helps in producing B vitamins. It helps in eliminating toxins and helps to maintain the intestinal wall integrity. Let's summarize. Though having benefits, probiotics is not effective treatment for gastroenteritis, and so as per new update it is not recommended in cases of gastroenteritis in children. Probiotic effects are strain specific, thus the efficacy and safety of each should be established and recommended accordingly. The role of probiotics in the era of rotavirus vaccination is yet to be established.